Hi, my name is Christoph Sperfeldt. I'm a senior lecturer at Macquarie Law School at Macquarie University, and I'm also the director of our coursework master's program. Well, obviously our law degrees are the best in Australia, I would say, and this is mainly because we bring in much more flexibility in the degree. You can, for instance, first of all, in the design of the course, the degrees are flexible in that we have a mix of on-campus lectures and courses and evening classes. So for those of the students who want to do practical experience in a law firm for 2 days a week or something, this is like a really flexible format. But the flexibility goes beyond that you can, for instance, combine two master's degree. You can do, for instance, at Macquarie University, an LLM combined with our Masters on International Trade and Commerce Law, and thereby do a 1+1, a 2-year experience that gives you the grounding in the domestic law, but also a specialization in a certain international sphere. Sometimes a prior working experience in a legal profession or related field can assist you with your admission into the master's programs. But more generally speaking, I always think like that some work experience, be it through an internship, be it through a placement in a law firm, will always be beneficial, be it before a master's degree, during a master's degree, or after. And this is also something that can be facilitated by studying, for instance, a law degree in Australia, because there will be all kinds of options where these kind of professional experiences are integral to the degree that you're doing. First of all, it depends on what kind of area of law you want to move into. But generally speaking, there is nothing that will prevent you when, after you had, for instance, your undergrad degree in law, into moving into a postgraduate degree in law in Australia. More so if you're interested, for instance, in international law. Like if you're interested in international law, for instance, you can choose various international law specializations, and those ones really, do not require any specific grounding. That said, if you would like to move into practicing domestic law in Australia, there will be more attention for you to basically study like the various required units that are required for doing an Australian law degree. I would say during a one-year degree that first of all you should be diligent in your studies, but secondly, acquire these kind of professional insights. There will be, again, during the studies, various options that are offered by Australian universities, also like in our course in Macquarie, where you can make connections with the legal profession. First of all, because we have a lot of legal professionals on campus in various forms, but also you can yourself, through the facilitation that our colleagues at Macquarie provide, to seek a placement, a short-term placement at a law firm or related field. There are various career paths open for people who want to pursue a legal career in Australia. There is, first of all, the domestic career path. To do so, you need to fulfill the requirements for practicing law in Australia. You cannot fulfill this only through a one-year master's degree. There's a certain number of courses that you have to pass. One way to do this is to, for instance, combine your master's degree with our Juris Doctor or JD degree, which is a 3-year program, which you can couple with our master's and make it thereby somewhat shorter. And in passing the JD or the Juris Doctor program, you will also fulfill the requirements for practicing law in Australia. You can also, for instance, say you want to pursue more of a work with an Australian company that has some international exposure, for instance, in the Asia region. This sometimes will not require that you get a practicing certificate, but you can work more as on the legal advice field for international companies. So there's a varied field. Like law is a very broad field, and you will have a lot of opportunities.